Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Baba Is You. Before we get going today, I gotta talk for a minute here. This series is kind of terrifying. I'm having a good time. The thing I said a couple episodes ago about very much looking forward to this part of my day is still true. But dude, doing puzzle games on YouTube is it's a real emotional roller coaster. Imagine this. You've seen at this point, me, multiple times, say something that seems profoundly dumb or goofy. I just say a thing and it's plainly not true. And a couple seconds later, a couple minutes later, I realize that it wasn't true. When you do that yourself in your head, that moment just passes. And after it's done, after you realize that the thing you thought was wrong, and you start thinking the right thing, you never think about it again. But I think about it constantly. Every second of the day, I'm thinking, oh God, there's a pretty good chance that someone right now is watching me make that mistake out loud and thinking, SB, what is wrong with you? Do you have something missing from your brain? And it's a nightmare. It's a little bit of a nightmare. But I'm still here. I'm not afraid. I am afraid, but I'm pushing through the fear. Last episode was the first episode of the series where we did not solve fewer puzzles than the episode before, and I'm taking that as a good sign. Let's not think about the number. Let's not think about what number that was. The important thing is it wasn't smaller than the previous number. So, that's the flower garden. 7. We'll come back later, some other time, and we'll keep working. Where's area 8? 8, the chasm. Let's check it out. Let's go have a look. Oh, well, this is promising. So, no numbered puzzles at all, huh? I guess let's start with A. Is A before 1 pip? I don't actually know what the arrangement would be here, but I already moved the cursor over here. So into the rocky prison we go. Skull is you? Okay, I'm down. I'm with it. Wall is stop, water is sink, and there's a win over there. Interesting. So... all is you? Right? That helps. Because if all is you, then yeah, we can destroy a bunch of the water. We can use the win thing to... here, we can jam stuff together. What I'm trying to do here is... right, but with the wall being stop, I can't get the tiles of the wall on top of each other. That was my plan, was to use the edges of the area to... actually, hold on. Yeah, no, I can't get the tiles of the wall on top of each other. Shoot. That was what I was thinking, was we would just collapse the wall into a single tile and then pull the win out that way. But we could still use the words. Actually, hold on. With the wall being stopped, can I push the wall tiles into the water by pressing them? No, they don't actually go into the water. That's a shame. Alright, hold on a second. How am I going to use the fact that I can control everything to do this? If I made all is you and all is sink? Just curious. Just curious what this would do. I don't know. This could be the answer, because it could make it so that we can destroy portions of the wall. If I do this, if skull is sink, am I gonna die as soon as I touch a word, or will the fact that the words have push... okay, no. The fact that the words have push makes that okay. So how do I replace... didn't really have a full-fledged, what you might call a plan here. But I do wanna make it... yeah, how do I do this? How do I make all is you and also all is sink at the same time? It may not be necessary. This may not be useful. If we do all is sink... I can make all is you... what am I thinking here? Sorry, you have to do that with the word that you want. If I make all is you, and I move some stuff around, and then make all is sink, I wonder if we'll be able to just push the word water into the wall and destroy it that way. So we're gonna intentionally... huh. Oh, right, water isn't sink right now. Duh. I need water is sink to be able to destroy some of the water so that I can make this thing happen. So we need to clear some of the water tiles out so that I can get over there. Okay. Alright, now if we make... I didn't really think about the way I was moving the water in terms of what that was going to do to the ease of moving the text around. And I'm just playing around here for the most part. I'm not I'm not putting as much effort into solving the puzzle as maybe I could, because I'm just kind of curious how things are going to work for us. So like, if I do this, will it allow me to destroy a portion of the wall? No, the wall being stop still prevents us from getting the word water into the tile with it. So it probably is just all is you, and then you figure out a way to make a hole in the wall. Because we could, if we put a couple of words over here. Let me see if I have an actual plan here. If we put some words up against the wall, and it kind of doesn't matter what words they are, I just need something. Yeah, like 3 words right here. And then we go all is you, and we press to the right. We'll create a gap in the wall, right? And then... there we go. Now we just move it out. Okay. Skull is you. Water is win rather than sink. Easy. That's neat. Okay, the all keyword is neat. Game's pretty fun. We gotta get 9 here? 9 might be tough. I have many an elusive condition. Okay, this is a spookier level. The music's kind of undercutting that a little. So star and hand is stop, hand is you, hand is all. What is that? What does hand is all mean? So... interesting. That's making the stars happen. I'm not 100% sure why. So does all actually only mean all objects in this puzzle? Because, like, if hand is all, causes you to produce objects, causes the hand to produce objects to fill the space, you would kind of expect it would be all objects, right? But I guess all just means all things that are in sort of the space of the puzzle, the name space of the puzzle, so to speak. So we can make stars, but that's bad because stars are stop, and there's no way for stars not to be stop. And the word win is down there in the corner. Boy, all is empty would be bad time, right? Hey, if I hit empty is all, does that mean on the next cycle, every space on the board will become filled with a hand and a star? Only the spaces that aren't, right, empty. Only the spaces that that already don't have anything in them. Interesting. What an interesting puzzle. So all is empty is bad, right? That kills literally everything? I think? I mean, we gotta try it. You know we have to test. I have a hypothesis, and that is that this is going to unmake reality. Ah, all does not mean text. That's actually very good information. Look at that. Look at the things we're learning. So, if we were to make hand is hand, would that prevent empty is all from rewriting what the hand is? Because we've seen the form x is x used in the past to prevent things from changing, right? Oh, I can't do it that way because I've created an issue there. Here, let's break hand is all as quickly as we can. Get a minimum of stars here. Gotta be real careful how we push these words around. So yeah, like, I'm having a good time here. Oh, oops, I did the wrong... I did empty is all, not all is empty. I'm having a good time here. I'm enjoying the game still. I'm enjoying my time with the game. I'm enjoying the series. But I have never had a series give me such intense, like, moments of embarrassment off camera. Just, like, walking around late at night going, oh my god, I said that thing about the cursor, and everybody's gonna think I'm such an idiot. It does work. Hand is hand turns out to be the magic serum. Oops, don't do that though. Sorry, you have to break all is empty before you break hand is hand. Look at that, though. I really like that puzzle. That's a really cool way of combining a bunch of information that we already had. So obviously we're going to go hand is win here, right? It strikes me, looking at this situation, the fact that there's an is defeat over here makes me wonder if the solution I just used is not the intended solution. It's not the one they want you to see. Obviously, all of the puzzles in the game, or at least the vast majority of them, are solvable in multiple ways. But I wonder if that is defeat, or the and defeat, whatever it was, is supposed to have been like a problem. If there's some way to do that makes that more relevant, because it's weird for that to be there and not be part of the thing, right? Like I was talking about last episode, the rule of efficiency of puzzle elements. Flag not on wall is win. Interesting. So the flag's not win anymore if it gets on a wall. How would it even get on a wall? Wall is stop. Curious. Okay, so door is stop, door is shut. What's open? Anything we want is open. Love could be open. Rock could be open. Both things that are true in real life. You can absolutely open all kinds of doors with the power of love. You can also open a lot of things with the power of rock. Don't let anyone convince you that you can't or that it's immoral. Sometimes rock is exactly what you need. And then we have an all over here in a position where it can only be in the adjective spot, never in the noun spot. So actually, I have a question. We have to answer a question here. If I make rock is all, what exactly will the rock produce? Well, first of all, it produces babas. That's fun. Well, my big question really, and it's hard to tell. Oh no, I think so. You can see it a little bit. My big question is whether it would produce a love, because we don't have a love object on the screen, but we do have the word love. So you could say there's a reference to love in the puzzle, and I think at the top left and top right, you can just see a little bit of the pink. So, we learned a thing about what is all does. Also, we got so many babas, I don't even know what to do with it. I mean, wait a second. Does this work? No. What I was gonna say is, can we now do all is open and then just jam two of our infinite babas through the doors and then run in here? But no, we cannot, because all is not in a... All cannot be the noun, it can only be the adjective. This is interesting, though. This is very interesting. So, and it's strangely positioned, right? I wonder why it's positioned like this so that you can make like X is all and then come in here with a Y is all and then push the Y is all phrase such that the X is all breaks. Maybe that's why it's positioned the way it is. Hard to say, hard to say. So we can make rock is open. Obviously that doesn't solve the problem. We do need to produce a couple of extra objects, right? We're going to need at least two more things. So maybe what we want is rock is all and rock is move at the same time? That's not trivial to do. Because if we want to do rock is all and rock is move at the same time, we have to build rock is move here, and then rock is all there, and that means we lose access to both of the ises. We can't use them for anything else. Because we need like a couple of objects, and then we need either two rocks or two loves, right? So that we can push them through the doors. I'm still not 100% clear on why flag not on wall is win is part of the puzzle at all. Maybe it won't matter. It's very strange, though. It's a very strange thing for them to have written here. So... the way it looks to me is that we're going to need rock is all at some point in order to spawn a group of objects. And then we'll have a love and we'll have a rock. What if we... This does make rock unretrievable. But... No, that's not. That's actually pretty bad. Because, like, what I was thinking with the rock is move, rock is all thing is that it would then produce multiple instances of love and we could just go get them. But that's not actually even... They're not easy to get if they're not moved, right? Okay, well, one thing we could do is, before we do any of this stuff, we could reposition the rock. Here, let me... Hold on, I think I want it to be right here. Then we go... Rock is push. I push it upward, and now when we make it move again, it'll travel like this, and it'll lay stuff down right in front of the door for us, which is helpful. And then we let it get to... We're going to end up with a bunch of babas no matter how we do this, but I think that's fine. I don't think that affects us at all. We really need it to either produce 2 loves or we need to be able to move a rock and a love. If we make rock is all, like, let it move down to here, make rock is all. Here, let me, at the very least, I feel very strongly that we want this out of that corner. Okay, now that it's in a more interesting place, we could move the rock around with just rock is push at this point if we wanted to. So now we have a lot more control over the puzzle. I kind of wish you could set checkpoints. I think that would be really helpful. Like if I could press like Shift 1 here, and then anytime I press 1, the puzzle jumps back to this position, instead of having to jump back to the beginning and recreate this if I do something to screw this up, or having to potentially rewind 100 steps, you know? So if we make rock is all while rock is sitting in front of the thing here, for just a single cycle. Now the problem with that is that then we can't make rock is push anymore. No, we totally can. I was misunderstanding. This is here, or this is shaped the way it is, not so that you can break the is all, but so that you can make whatever was all push again. Alright, I think I see it, maybe. I need the word rock to be separated from the other words here. There we go. So I think what we want to do is put the word push right here. No, wait, we don't want to do that yet. This is going to be a little weird. Alright, so we make rock is all. We can't afford to move the rock anymore, or the word rock anymore, so it's just going to continue to be all for a while, which is going to be a little weird. Oh no, we need to make love is open and love is push for this to work. See, I was thinking we would make love push, press it through the one door, and then we would come over here, move the word push into this space, shoving the word all into the corner, push the rock through the second one. But once we do this, we lose an is in a way that becomes a real problem, huh? Because we need things to be both open and push. That's tricky. That's trickier than I thought it was going to be. Because it's pretty easy for us to get the rock into the door right now, right? Rock is push, rock is open is trivial. This is positioned... If we were to build a sentence this way, the noun would be here, so we can't also build something vertically. Yeah, that's an interesting problem. These are probably not supposed to be hard yet at this point in the world. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go get my rock. So we could make rock is move here, because I don't think we're going to need the rock again. Rock is move, rock is all. And then... that'll mean it will spawn a line of love. And then we need love to be both open and push to solve the puzzle that way, which we cannot do. because we will only have one is remaining. And it has to be both things at the same time. You know, it kind of... This is the thing about love. It sort of needs to be everything to everyone. I don't... I'm not sure how we actually break the doors. Alright, I'm gonna let this one percolate inside of our head for a little bit. We'll come back. There's other puzzles we can look at here. Let's try B. That one pip puzzle, if we manage to solve it, it'll open up 3 new levels for us, which will be nice. But let's have a look at this first. Uh-oh. Rock is push and more. Well, we have to find out. What happens if rock is push and more? Oh. Oh dear. Wait, am I weak? Why did that kill me? I'm not 100% sure why I died. Oh, rock is defeat, that's why. Yup. So... that's a problem. So the more keyword causes something to just spawn out in all directions. So, okay, hold on. Hold on, I have an idea. I have a thought. Rock is push and more. But just once. But just once. And then we smash and smash. Okay. Now, second problem. Belt is shift, and it's shift in the wrong direction. But, I mean, you know what we must do, right? This rock actually sucks a huge amount. It's very much in my way. Let's just get this out of here. Right, Baba is you and more is some terrifying eldritch shit, but I think it's what we're supposed to do. Oh, I've done a bad. Hold on. That has to remain. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I think we have to restart the puzzle, because I think the word more can't be against the water here. I think it needs to be in this column. As it is, we can't push it any further left, but if I make Baba is you and more right here, I'm not going to be able to move past it. And actually, you know what? It was solvable in a different way, too. We could have just destroyed more water. I could have backed that up to a position where it was solvable, but let's do it this way instead. I've already pressed the word more over against the water again, because I didn't learn anything. Just like in the rest of my life, I've never learned anything. Mostly out of obstinacy. It's largely on purpose. Okay, here we go. Put Baba is you all the way in the corner. Put rock all the way in the different corner. I've done this in a way that's very complicated. There we go. Okay, so as soon as this starts happening, my hope here is that we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna make so much Baba body, yeah, like we're just filling the space. Nothing can possibly stop the Baba, and that's a good time for us to get the hell out of there, right? And this is how Baba's gonna rob Fort Knox. So rock is more, key could be more. It's possible for key to be more. Wallet stop, door is shut and stop, key is open. Not a big surprise there. So the rock is push. Why do I want the rock to be push? How does that help? I guess we need the rock to be push in order for the key to get out past it. So we're gonna develop a situation here. The key's not push right now. Let's just like move the rock out of the way for the moment. I'm sure we'll need it for something, otherwise it wouldn't be. But like we just want. I'm not 100% clear on what makes this a difficult puzzle. Like, to be perfectly honest, if we just wait until a key ends up, like, there, and then we do this... Oh, no, I suppose that doesn't quite work. I was going to say a key that we can push down, but these keys having collision is a problem. Okay, it's a little more complicated. But, like... So if the key is only more for a single frame... Hold on a second. Again, I'm just moving the rock out of the way here for a moment. If the key is only more for like one cycle. Nope, none of the keys are retrievable right now. So the trick here is engineering a situation that makes one of the keys usable. Which Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting puzzle. Let's play around with using the rock to block production of keys in one direction or another. Like, if I put the rock right here, and the rock is pushed, so the rock has collision, so the keys can't fill its space. Okay, that does do what we want it to do. Where would we have to put the rock, and then we can make the rock not push later. Where would we have to put the rock for this to be useful? The answer is, let's see. I could push this down to here. If there wasn't a key right there, let's try that. So I can push the rock in a little bit and come back and retrieve it. Push it down to here. I think right here is the answer. So we let the keys spawn to there, then break that. Nope. No. I'm wrong. One more, I think. There we go. Then break that. Make the rock not push because it needs to not have collision anymore. Yeah, now we can go retrieve a thing. Okay, that's cool. The more keyword is certainly interesting. How are we doing on time? 26 minutes, 4 solutions. Hey, looking pretty good, if I may say so myself. Lava flood. F is for flood. Oh no, lava is more. And the flag is melt. And Baba's hot. So it's real bad for the flag to be melt. So the problem here is solving flag is melt before the lava consumes everything. And we have very limited ways in which to do it. That's interesting. Well, problem. I guess the lava doesn't have collision. And and Baba is not melt. So I'm not afraid of lava. But we actually can't reach flag is melt. That's interesting. How do we solve that? Can I make flag is Baba fast? No, there's no way we can do that fast enough. Because if we could just, like, get rid of the flag briefly. Well, you know what? Once flag is Baba, I can't turn the Baba back into a flag anyway, so that wouldn't solve the problem. This is a cool puzzle, and there's not a lot to do here, so in theory, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out what the solution is, just through trial and error. We really do need to find a way of dealing with flag is melt. Now, the flag is not push. Oh! The lava can never go onto a word, right? So we just put a word on the flag, and that protects it forever. Yeah. And then flag is no longer melt, so now it's okay for the lava to be on the flag. There we go. Lava's not that scary is the thing that puzzle is teaching us. Responsible lessons for the children. And that should open the floodgates of comments. Horrible comments. You told me it was safe, and I let my child go in the lava, and now the situation is bad. So, we don't have a lot of words to play with here. Also, Baba is you... Okay, wall is push. I was gonna say, Baba is you is a problem. Lava is more and defeat, but there is no lava, so that's fine. Star is hot and not win. Star can never be win. That seems like an issue. If star can never be win, then what do we... That's the only noun we have out there. An interesting problem. Skull is defeat, I assume? Skull and love is melt. Skull has lava. Is Baba hot? Baba is not hot. I can walk on the skulls. Lava is more and defeat. So this time we are afraid of lava. Skull has lava, star is hot. So if we push the star onto a skull, we'll produce lava. Love is melt. Where does love come from? Love has text. Oh, there's 2 loves already. So love has... okay. Star is not win. We have to destroy one of the loves to make the word love. And then we have to push love is win and then touch the other love. There's the sequence. So love is melt. The only thing that is hot is star. Lava is not hot. Do not let your experiences with real world lava, which we've all had hundreds of, confuse you in the context of this puzzle. So we need to make the star touch a love to produce the word love. But if a star touches a skull, then that's where the lava comes from, and we can't touch the lava, and the lava's gonna be everywhere, and it's a bad scene, man. And wall is push. So we have to use the wall to shape the flow of the stars such that they don't touch the skull until it's okay for them to touch the skull. At some point we will have enough of an advantage, enough of a movement advantage, that it will be basically fine. And we can only actually free up a couple of wall tiles, right? Like these 3 wall tiles are the only ones we can push, because the rest of them are all pressed up against stuff. So how do we do that? We need to use the walls to shape the flow of stars. What a weird cool puzzle. This game is so fun. Oh, the words. The words will also shape the flow of the stars, right? So if we prevent the stars from flowing out in those 2 directions, which are obviously a problem, and then we could do this, right? So that'll cover. We probably want that on the top side though, huh? Because we actually do want the stars to flow down a little bit. I hope that anyone who had not seen this game before is just like having a total blast here. This is so... I really, really love the idea of this game, and I felt so bad about not having spent enough time with it when it initially came out. I'm glad that I'm doing this. Okay, so like this, we'll get the stars expanding this way. It's gonna make some lava. We get the word love, but I can't touch the lava. So after pressing... So this is bad. Because the lava can't be on the word love. We have to control the flow a little bit differently. This wall tile is probably in the wrong spot. Maybe what we want is more like this? Well, see, like, this is a problem, though. This is gonna be tricky no matter how it happens. So if we were to do it here... Yeah, no, that's like, absolutely not ideal. You really wanna, I feel like we don't have enough pieces of blocking to do the thing we need to do here. Because obviously, like, that's an issue. Let's backspace it a little bit. Maybe I'm not even doing the right kind of solution. I guess it's not a big deal for it to expand downward, is it? Downward's fine. Maybe we want more of a... Maybe we want star is more vertically along this side. Because we definitely need to try to keep the right side of the puzzle as lava-free as possible. We also certainly want to block the space above the star. And then we use these... like this? That means the star is gonna... This will be the first tile in this column that gets starred? I don't know, man. This doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Because then it's gonna make the lava right afterward. Huh. What if it's like... And I do the press from over here. Yeah, that doesn't really solve the problem, does it? This is a super cool puzzle, but I do not know how to solve it. I wish we had just like a little bit more blocking texture. Because I think what you have to do is you have to make this one into the word love, you have to press it up into the corner to make love is win, and then you have to... Maybe I'm doing it wrong. If we were to make this one love... No, there's no way for that to work, because you actually can't get a star onto this. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm acting like we're gonna have to make star is more and then outrun the flood of stars and lava, but we could just make star is not more anymore at a certain point, right? Like, what if I was just very careful about where I let it expand in a... Yeah, I'm being silly. I'm forgetting that the rules of the puzzle are rewritable, like, constantly. You don't have to let them stay the same. Let's, Now, it is, of course, it is worth noting that while we can shape this to some degree, we're gonna have little bits of spill out in a bunch of different areas no matter how we do this, so for right now, I'm trying to think, where do we want... I guess we probably still want to block upward. I'm trying to figure out where the phrase star is more needs to be. Because we need to have it grow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times without touching any of the other skulls, ideally. It's a problem. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, man. That's tough. That's tough stuff. Okay. Nope, no. I think star is more right there. Totally works, but we can't let it grow to the right at all. So let's see. If I do it like this, it's going to grow up and left. Boy, maybe we can't let it grow up, but I certainly can't let it grow this way. But we really can't let it grow up, right? I think that's really bad. Okay, let's do this. Oh, except this isn't really very breakable, is it? Well, star doesn't have collision. Okay, so it's like not ideal, but if we put a wall right there, we only have to let it grow... No. Clumsy. Okay, we only have to let it grow 2 more times, so I just have to stop it from touching the wall of skulls in the next 2 growths. That's actually not that hard, right? We've done an alright job. So we want to go... We want to prevent that movement from happening. I think this... No. I think this is important. That's a good one. And then... These are less vital now. So maybe we build stars more along the bottom here and use this wall to block something. It doesn't really matter what it blocks, right? At this point, 2 more growths will not cause a problem anywhere. Actually, we're probably okay, like if I just... Let's see. Let it grow 1 more time, and then stop it. Yeah, okay, you just gotta remember that the rules of the puzzle are always mutable. You do not fix it up once and then set it into infinite motion. This is not Zectronics time. God, I want to... The fact that this series has received some positive opinions and stuff means that Zectronics time is coming, though. It's gonna happen. By the way, 6 puzzles. Hooray! We solved as many as the last episode. We are no longer decreasing in speed. Let's check this out, and then we'll check out Pip 1. There's something about the monochrome puzzles that just like makes me feel a little like it's kind of sad and unsettled at the same time. I don't know what that is. Wall is stop. Flag on ice is win. Rock has ice. So that's where we're gonna get our ice. Rock on love is weak. So rock on love is easy to break, which produces ice, and then we have to put a flag on the ice to win. And we got all these words. Rock is flag, more, Baba on love, Baba is you. Okay. How do we make an object? Wait, how do we make an object? We could do... Am I missing it? What is what is the way that we make a thing happen? Okay, so probably Baba needs to not be me. We need to do like we need to do like a rock is you, Baba is rock. We need to be a different object, I think. It's ice. We're still going to need 2 objects, though, right? Because we need to be able to do rock on love and flag on ice. How do we spawn an object? That's probably not the hard part of the puzzle. But I'm having trouble with it anyway. If we did a... Oh, we did more. More is objects. Duh. I'm looking right at it. It's like, did you forget the one keyword you were supposed to be using for stuff? Do we want it to be Baba's? I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be the thing that is you, right? So this is going to cause some, like, minor problems. Hold on. Let's not spawn too many objects, because we're going to be in control of all of them, and it's going to be confusing. Okay. 4 objects. Sufficient. You is more. So how do we... we haven't talked enough about the interesting property of all being able to be both on both sides of the is. Because so far, it has only been words in the blocks that could be in the adjective space. Now we know specifically what the block means is this will not function as a noun. Seems like a distinction that's not worth making, and maybe at the moment it isn't, but it probably will become so. So, now that we have multiple objects, we must make some of the objects different things somehow? Like, we're gonna need rock and love at the same time. We could do a... How do we do that? Can I make weak or anything? No, because I was thinking we could make some of us rock, and then if we were to kill one, then we'd be able to produce ice. But in order to kill an object, we need to have rock on love already, right? That's the only way to break something. So, how do we make rock and love? I'm assuming that if you do... Right, love is more is not going to do anything with there being no love in the puzzle, right? Yeah, because you would need an object for it to act on. Well, we can make ourselves into anything else now, right? Because we have a Baba and we have an is. We could make ourselves a bunch of rocks. Actually, I guess that's not totally trivial, because we would need to... We would do rock is you, Baba is... Like, we don't have enough ises to do the rewrite in the easy way. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. This is a really interesting puzzle, though. So we can spawn more objects using the more keyword, but we need a way to change some but not all of the objects. We need to have more than one type at a time. Interesting. We'll come back. This is a real we'll come back kind of thing. I want to have a look at this other block of puzzles here before the episode ends. Metacognition. Oh, good. This should be simple. So we got a door. It is shut and stop. No big surprise there. Baba is word. Baba is word? I don't know. Baba doesn't look like word. Oh. Is this going to make Baba, the physical object Baba, function as the word Baba? We're going to step 2 spaces to the right, and if we die... then that means that word makes the object function as though it is both the object and the word. Yep, okay. That's fascinating. That's really interesting. Okay, so, if key is word... Boy, what do we want to do with that? That's a level of power that is... is difficult to even really comprehend. Key is open and push, right? So like it's something like this. We need key is push. Then we do how do we do this? Because the idea is you want a key here to make key is push and open. But what you actually have to do is go key is word. And now key has to be push again. Key's not... Hold on. Key has to be push first. I had to put this key here. And then now key is both push and open? Yeah. It's kind of an interesting thing where like we push the thing, but it doesn't... The fact that key is open is no longer here doesn't take the open keyword away until the next cycle begins. That's it. That's interesting. There's a weird timing issue there. Sometimes there are weird timing stuff in these puzzles. Alright, so that opens up a bunch of stuff. This is the first episode where we've now solved more puzzles than we solved in the previous one. Look at that. Plot the rate of change now. The thing goes up a little bit. That's encouraging. Multitool. Baba is you. Baba and box is melt. What's hot? Rock is hot. Box has flag, and flag is win. So we gotta kill that box. Rock is word. Does that mean rock is push? No. Okay. Words are push, naturally, but not when they're... Okay. Why even make me do that? That's weird, right? That they put you in this position where you can trivially make rock not hot, but they still make you do it? Why do that? Huh. Yeah, very strange. Okay, Kiki is push. The hell are we doing? What are we doing here? So the box is melt, and the box has the flag. So you have to put the box onto a thing that is hot. Because rock is word. Oh, I have a curiosity. Another curiosity about rock being word. No, words do not push the rock either. So we'd have to make something hot. It has to be this rock, right? We have to get this rock over to here to be via rock is word. Rock is hot, and then push the box onto the rock. How do we do that? Why do we need a Kiki? Because rock is Kiki, and then Kiki is hot. Yes. How does that help with the box? It's a good question. It's a fair question. We can definitely make Kiki as hot. No, we can't. I can't move the Kiki, and I can't move the as hot. Rock being Kiki is not useful. Kiki being rock would be useful. We can't do that either. Hold on. Let's start it over. So, to get the box onto an object that is hot, now that's interesting. That's a tough one. We can't move the rock around ever. There's no way to make rock is push. That's not true. We can absolutely make rock is push. But once we make rock is push, it becomes difficult to make... Alright, hold on. So, Kiki, you might not have any role in the puzzle at all. You're just there to be a confusion. Okay. Rock is push... Kiki must have some role in the puzzle. This would allow me to... But what does this allow me to do? Because we can make the rock push, but we can only do so after it's no longer hot. Rock is word. Rock is word. So if rock is word, then... We could, like, if I could retrieve the is, we could use that to make Kiki as rock to give us a second rock. But we can't, I don't think. Oh, dummy. Rock is word. We don't have to do that thing I just did to make rock push. We can do this to make rock push. So now if I press left, yes, okay. Cool. So now we can get the rock over here. We can make Kiki as rock. I need a second rock. This is going to be a little annoying to do. Okay, there we go. Nope. There we go. Yeah, Kiki, you can't be Kiki. You got to be rock. Okay, now we need rock is push. This is cool. Oops, yeah, sorry, the rock's not push right now. There we go. Then we push a rock onto here. Then we need to do a thing that's going to be kind of tedious to realign this. Actually, yeah, we have to do this the tedious way. I was going to say we could just reorient is push and push the whole phrase downward all at once, but doing that means that we end up with rock is push, and then it's not trivial to reclaim the word push because it's at the it's in the bottom row of this room. It's not impossible because we could actually push it down into this room and then come under and regain it. But like, look, I'm already done. So now we push this up here and and then we make it vertical. Rock is hot, and then rock needs to not be push or hot anymore. Oh, no, it's fine for it to be pushed. Sorry, we totally want it to still be pushed, because that means I don't enter its space. I just shove it out of the way. That's a really neat puzzle. This whole area is super cool. I don't want to jinx anything here, but might we get a flower today? It's starting to seem possible. Bubba is you, wall is stop, wall is also wall. Text is not push. Interesting. That's a problem. Text is not push. How do we solve that one? Okay, one problem at a time. So we have ice as telly. I can retrieve the word win, but I can't do anything with it, except rock is word. Rock is word is interesting. So we can make, if we can figure out how to push the text around, it's pretty easy to make rock is, well, I mean, it's easy to make rock is win no matter what if you can push the text around. We're going to have a problem with not being able to push our is anywhere, though, aren't we? Do the rocks that are pushed, they'll just go right through the text, yeah. Huh. How do you interact with the puzzle rules when text is not push? So rock is word doesn't actually help us because there's nowhere that... Oh. Can we put rock in the same tile as a word and have it... Yes? That's incredible! What an unbelievable thing. Okay, so how do we make that fun? How do we do a thing with that? Well, if rock is telly, that does give us some that has some interesting implications. Hold on. I gotta think about how we use that. So we need to use the teleporters then to move the word win or move one of the ises. The puzzle becomes quite easy if I can figure out a way to break the phrase text is not push, right? So that's probably our actual goal, rather than trying to do some like weird roundabout assembling a win phrase. Probably we just do we break text is not push and then solve the puzzle in a more traditional manner. That's going to require rock to be telly. Right, if I just do this, now we have the simple rules again, right? Oh, the rock is telly. The rock is push though. No, that's bad. That's a problem. But I can just push the word ice over here and get things. Oh no, I cannot. Oops, I trapped myself forever. Okay, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's try to solve this a little bit differently. Didn't really think through the implications of that one, did you? So we could push this rock onto the ice. We can get both the rocks outside. And then is that good? Does that help? Yeah, as soon as the text is push, it becomes a real problem for us unless we can make the rocks not push. But all we have to do... What did I even... Hold on. What? Oh, text is telly. I made text is telly. That's not good. Don't do that. Okay. So... Yeah, text is telly is a real problem. No, actually, that's fascinating, though. Hold on. Text is telly. Okay. So there we go. That's a question that I had about the telly keyword. When there's more than two objects that are telly, things that are on a telly object do not just warp back and forth between the same two over and over again. It seems like it might be random, because we're seeing it go back to the same object repeatedly, but it's not cycling through them clearly. It might just be actually random. Yo, randomness in the puzzle, not so good. Not a good thing. Presumably you never need to use telly in that way, if it really does function randomly, because otherwise there would be puzzles that are potentially never solvable. Anyway. Yo, you know what text we should screw up is the text that says wall is stop. That's the real problem. That's the real menace over here. Alright, let's get rid of you. Now my life is... Oh, shoot, I made wall... Ah, damn it. Hold on. didn't really think through the implications. The is can go. Alright, there we go. Now we got, like... Oh, hold on, I probably don't want that rock up against the upper wall. Now we have control of the everything. So now when we make text is not push, it's less of a problem, because we can just go wherever we want. Oh, I should probably, move you, so that the text doesn't become push again. What a fun puzzle. What if rock was win instead of push? Doesn't that make things so much better? It teleported me before I won, though. This is my favorite area so far. Of all the stuff we've done, this is the coolest, I think. Alright, we got ourselves a flower. It's been a minute since we got a flower. We got a couple minutes left in the episode. Let's just continue to look. We have so many levels we haven't even looked at yet. Kiki and the Star. Lava is word. Lava is you, so... Okay. Lava is lava, star is wind, skull is defeat, hedge is stop. Something could be float. Kiki is sleep. Oh, look at the tired Kiki. That's actually incredibly adorable. And star is win. Kiki is Kiki. Kiki can never be reprogrammed. How do we thing? How I do stuff? Well, we can make lava is. We can do this. Is lava push? No. We could go like lava is word down here. Now lava is you. Now lava is how did I think this was going to help? I can't be both float and you and word the way I've put this together. I had half of an idea. And I do love to have half of an idea. You know that about me. How do we... I can't even test the sleep keyword, because I can't figure out how the hell to get past the skulls. You know what? I got nothing on it right away, and we're kind of at the hour already. Let's just quickly look at all three of these puzzles, so that at least you guys can know what they all are and can potentially work them in your off time if you want to. Moon is win, hedges stop. So something can be word in here. We got some rock is, water is, push. Rock and water is stop. Something, the water could become sink if we wanted. And then we just have to figure out a way to, like, we move stuff through the maze over here, sink the waters. Interesting. Alright, like I said, let's go check out the other one too, just so that all of us have all seen all the puzzles that are open at the moment. But I'm feeling pretty great about this, honestly. This episode has me feeling way more positive than I did the last couple, at the end of the last couple. So fungus and rock are both unrewritable and also defeat. Important to recognize. Water, sink, stars, telly, Baba is win, is me is you. That's a tough one. It's gonna make it hard to talk about this puzzle. Door on me is wall. That's interesting. And wall is stop, obviously. Is the door anything? No, the door's not anything. So water is sink, rock is push. Really makes you wonder why they make you start the puzzle by doing this, though, huh? Why is that the case? So, as it stands right now, Star is Telly, Skull's defeat? Yeah. So I'm assuming we can walk through this, right? It becomes wall after we step into it, and then we just walk out the other side. And the trick is you have to make it so that the rock and the fungus can both be pushed up to break lines of water so that you can get to Baba. The trickiest part of this, it looks like to me, is maintaining Fungus's push. Not really sure how you would do that. Star is Telly. So you wouldn't maintain Fungus's push. You would make it say Fungus's push over here somehow. And I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. It kind of doesn't look that hard though, does it? Like, right now Fungus's push... Oh, text is float. I was going to say, it seems like you just push some of the words through the star and then make the thing happen, but okay, so you push this fungus through the thing. Sorry, wait a cycle, there we go. You gotta make like, oh, that is tricky, because the push doesn't allow, there's no way to have two things pointed to the push. We can make Fungus's rock, though, right? No, fungus is fungus and defeat, rock is rock and defeat. Right. Yeah, that's interesting, because the way the push is positioned, it's not possible for two things to be pushed. You could have rock is push now, and then shove the push over and make Fungus's push after, so maybe you need to concoct a way to go back through. But like, door on me as wall is not a thing you can actually change. It's an interesting puzzle. It looks a little bit simpler than it actually is. Alright, well, I think we are out of time for today, sadly. But that, like I said, is an episode that has left me feeling way more positive and way less stupid than the last two. I feel like it's a big improvement. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having fun with this. I hope that you're enjoying getting to work the puzzles and getting to see me work the puzzles. Puzzle games are good. People should just play more puzzle games. That's just true. That's an objective truth about reality. You heard it here first. I know what's real, apparently. Come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully earlier in the day, for more Baba Is You, the next area, which I think is that spooky lava-filled volcano with all the skulls. That ought to be a good time. And we'll see you then.